Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson on the beginner to advanced WordPress design course. In this lesson, I want to show you some important plugins you should have on your WordPress site or a blog you develop with WordPress. Some of these plugins are must have for you if you want to have a great website on WordPress. Right, to get started, I have the list here in the one of the notes in the dashboard here. So important plugins, like I said, they are important plugins. They are like a default plugin. They are must-have plugin you should have on your WordPress site, whether a website or a blog site. All right. And on the number one, we have the SEO. The SEO stands for search engine optimization. Now, if you want to make your website, if you want to make the website you are building, either for yourself or for your clients, you want to make it SEO friendly. By SEO friendly, I mean if you want people to be able to find that particular website or blog on search engines like Google, Yandex, Bing, Yahoo, and the likes, you need to have a SEO plugin. And let me remind you, having an SEO plugin does not automatically mean that whatever website you build will start ranking. The SEO plugin will just point you in the way that you need to go. It points you in the direction that you need to follow to make sure your website or your article is SEO friendly. It will give you tips that you need and then some other tools you need to make sure the website is ready for ranking. All right. So for the SEO plugin, you can use any of these three: Yoast SEO plugin, Rank Math SEO plugin, then all-in-one SEO plugin. For my Alpha Web Tips, I use Rank Month SEO plugin. Then for some other websites, I use Yoast SEO plugin. So I don't use all in one. But if you are looking at this plugin in terms of importance or the most installed, you can just pick from either Yoast or Rank Math. All of them have pro and free versions. So you can use the free versions of Yoast SEO plugin. You can also use the free version of Rank Math. But mind you, you are not allowed to, you can't have two plugins that perform the same function on a particular website. So you can either use one one of them. You can use one of these plugins. Third, you can either use one of these plugins. You can either use Yoast SEO or Rank Math or all-in-one SEO. Now, when it comes to security, you need to have a plugin on your website that will make sure the website is, secured, right? You need to make sure the website is secured. And then when it comes to security, there are there are tons of plugins you can use, and you can also choose from this WordFence. You can choose from WordFence plugin. You can either go for Sucuri plugin or you can go for Titan Anti-Spam. Right? There's also one plugin you can use, Loginizer. It helps you to, perform add other features to your website. The major function of this plugin is to, when someone wants to brute force into your website, want to log in by force, into your website, you will set minimum amount of password error they will get, and then you can log that person out for 24 hours, 48 hours, 1 week, 1 month. So you can use that loginizer plugin for it. All right, you can use that loginizer plugin for it. So if you are going for a security plugin, you can either go for WordFence, Sucuri, Titan Anti-Spam. The other function of this Titan Anti-Spam, some of these plugins they perform the same function, but for this alternative spam, you'll be able to check for spam. That some spam comment from bots, they are spamming, can cause harm to your website. So if you are accepting such comments, it's very bad. If you are accepting such comments, you should not. So when you use this anti-spam, you can set it up to to forward all the spam comments or to trash them immediately. Immediately spam comment comes in, the anti-spam will trash them. Right. That's also one of the extra features you can use on this. Titan anti-spam security plugin. Now, when it comes to share button plugins are plugins that gives you ability to add sharing features to your blog post. And you want to add the sharing features to your blog post, you want people to share that particular post to WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and the likes, you need to have a share button plugin. So for the share button plugin, you can make use of add this plugin, you can make use of share this plugin, you can make use of add to any, right? You can use either of these three. Now, you can use this share button plugin if you are not using Elementor Page Builder. You can use share button plugin if you are not using Elementor Page Builder. And then to remind you, all of these SEO plugins work with Elementor Page Builder. So when you are developing a website with Elementor and you have the used plugins or the rank math or all in one plugin installed, to also help you to design and structure SEO friendly websites. All right. So when it comes to catch or speed, you want the website you build to be fast. Nobody stays on a website that loads too slow. I'm very sure if Alpha Web Tips, the website you are on now, loads too slow, you won't like it. All right. So for that, there are some free plugins you need to use. And then for some of the web hosting company, some of them support Lightspeed Catch plugin. They support Lightspeed Catch plugin. For example, Namecheap automatically recommend this. By default, you see this immediately you install WordPress on your domain inside your cPanel and you buy the hosting from Namecheap, you will automatically have this in one of your default plugins, right? You can have this, you have it in one of your default plugins. So you can go for it if your client does not have the ability to, if your client is not that financially buoyant and you want to make sure that particular website or blog loads faster, you need to have a cache or like call it speed plugin, right? You can use either Lightspeed and then for Jetpack plugin is developed by Automatic. Automatic is the company or the organization behind WordPress, right? So they are the one that developed this Jetpack plugin. And then the feature of the Jetpack plugin are many. You can use it to add share button to your article. You can use it to add related posts at the end of the particular post on your blog. You can use it to make sure the website loads faster. You can also use it to check your website security. You can also use it to notify you whenever your website is offline. It may happen that your hosting company or your website may be offline or may not be working properly. So this Jetpack plugin notifies you, right? Then for WP Rockets, well, this is actually one of the best, if not the best, cache plugin you can use. But fortunately, you cannot have it on a free account. You can only buy it, and I think it's the lowest plan goes for like 50 something dollars, right? You can only use this if your clients or if you are the owner of the website or your clients can afford using a plugin like this. When you use this plugin and you set it up properly, your website is going to load as fast as you can possibly imagine. All right, there's also another plugin called WP Total Cache. You can use this WP Total Cache also, and you can use Path Matter. All right, it's Path Matter. You can use this Path Matter. This is also in the pro version only. You can only go to their website, buy it, and then install on your website or your blog. But the lowest price you can buy it for one website is just $25, and that is probably if there's a promo. If there's no promo, you're gonna have like $50 to buy this. Right? And I use this on this particular website you're on, Alpha Web Tips. I use this on Alpha Web Tips, and I use it on a parent website, which is the Alpha Web Consult. As I use PathMatter, and you can see the speed. You can go around the website and check the speed yourself. So if your client is on a low budget, you can go with the light speed cache jetpack. As a matter of fact, you can have jetpack on some websites you are building on or all the websites you are building. All right. It's just that you need to enable the features you need alone. So if you need to have the share button, you don't need to have another plugin for share button alone. And if you are using Jetpack, just enable the sharing features on it. All right. Just enable the sharing feature. And there's also something called lazy load. Lazy load is when you visit a page. When you visit a page, the images, the videos will not load immediately. Because if the images or the video loads immediately, it will cause the server to slow down. So the lazy feature makes the images or the video to load only when you scroll down to that particular section. And then let me show you how the lazy load works now. For this, when I set up that path matter, I only allow this image to load immediately this website loads. Because this image is in the hero section, it will not make sense if this page loads now and the image is still loading. It will not make sense. So it makes sense only if the image loads immediately the page loads. So now when I scroll down, you see that some of the images will be loading when I scroll to that section. So you can see that some of the images are loading when I scroll to those sections. That is what is called lazy loading. You can see that is what is called lazy load. If the images loads immediately the website open, the website will be slow, right? It will be very slow. Right? That is what lazy load means. And then, like I said in one of the lessons, if you want to have a fast website, make sure the images you are using under your website or your client's website are in .p .webp format. And when you want to convert any image to .webp format, just go to webp converter, webp-converter.com. Right? Go to webp-converter.com. Then let it load, let the page load fully, and then you just click here, then you can pick the image you want to convert. You can see that let's use this image as an example. You can see that the size is 198 kilobytes. Now if you convert it to WebP, just leave this at 6 in 80. You can make it lossless and then preserve the metadata. So when you convert it like that, now let's go to my file manager and let's look at the image that we just converted. You can see that it is now in 126 kilobytes from 197 to 126. Right, you can see that's the benefit of converting images to WebP. And as a matter of fact, this is the format that is generally acceptable by all these website speed tools. When you want to check the speed of a particular website, you can make use of gtmetrics.com to check the speed, right? To check the performance. And then when you are checking it, from their recommendation, they will make sure they let you know that your images should be in gens format, which is the WebP. Right? They let you know your images should be in WebP. All the images, even from the blog post, from the logo, let them all be in WebP and let your client understand the benefits of having their images in WebP format. All right? Let them understand the benefit of having their images in WebP format. And then, like I said, you can use any of these cache plugin. Then the pro ones depends on how financially buoyant your client is. Then for post notification, the only plugin I can recommend here is One Signal Post Notification. And then the One Signal Post Notification is the result of this. If you want people to know, sign up. If I click on allow now, if I click on allow, I will be notified anytime I published any new article on this blog. Anytime I publish new article and I enable the notification feature, I'll be notified, which is a good thing because it's a way of retargeting the website's audience. Let's assume I want to publish this article now, and you've signed up to get notification from my website or from my blog. And when I'm about to publish that article, I enabled that one signal notification. You will get the notification in your browser. If you are using Chrome, you get the notification in your browser immediately the article is published. So it's a way of calling you back to come and read. All right, and I think you should actually do that because these lessons will be updated. Some new content will be added, so you should sign up to that signal notification on this website so you can receive notifications anytime I update the particular lessons or anytime I add new lessons. All right, that's the function of that no signal notification, and it's a bit technical. Not that technical that I can't do it, but just it will take like 5 minutes or 10 for you to set up. And then to come to page builder, the one I can recommend for you now is this Elementor. Elementor page builder. Elementor is unarguably the best WordPress page builder you can find in the market. And presently, the advent of this artificial intelligence, you can use Elementor to generate content. While you are building the site, you can be generating content. So instead of using lorem ipsum, lorem ipsum are just dummy tests. You know the dummy tests we have on websites that are not live yet. Instead of using those tests, you can use the AI content generator of Elementor to generate content. Apart from that, you can use the AI image generator. If you have an image, maybe image of a market woman now, you can use the AI in Elementor to generate that image. So you don't need to be stressing yourself looking for images around, right? Elementor is so cool that it will be bad for you if you're a WordPress website designer and you don't know how to use it. And like I said, I've said that many times, that is the focus of this course. Elementor, how you can build websites, any kind of websites using Elementor. That is the focus of this course. Right? If you are looking at using any page builder, you should focus on Elementor. And then when you use Elementor, you don't need to have share button. You don't need to enable the related post feature on Jetpack. You don't need to install any plugin for pop-up. You don't need to install any plugin for contact form, and so on and so forth. When you use Elementor, Elementor covers all the stuffs which we'll be covering later in the course. And then for for traffic, if you want to check the performance of your website, if you want to see how it is performing, you can, for a start, you can use this plugin, WP Statistic. All right, you can use WP Statistic to check how your website is performing, where the visitors are coming from, the number of pages they visit, the referral, how you are performing on Google, Yahoo, and the likes. You can use the WP statistic for that. And then when it comes to AdSense, this will not come immediately, right? Adding AdSense code will not come immediately. So when you are building a blog that will use AdSense later, so you can just use any of these plugins, add inserter or quick AdSense to enable you to add advert code at the beginning, inside the content, at the end of the content, at the sidebar, and stuff like that. So that's what you need any of these plugins for. But if it's just a website that will not require using or that will not require the addition of adverts, there's no advert needed, you don't need this. So as a beginner now, any website you build should have a SEO plugin and pick any of these. If you have a security plugin, can go for any of these. Then if you are using if the website has a blog section and you are not using page builder, you should have a share button. And if you are not using page builder and you are using Jetpack, you don't need extra share button. All right. So for your speed or cache, You need either Lightspeed or Jetpack or WP Rocket or WP Total Cache or Path Matter. For post notification, if the website owner wants people, probably a blog, right? You want people, if you want to notify their users when they update or publish new articles, if you have one signal post notification. And then if you want to have an amazing website on WordPress, if you want to build custom websites on WordPress, you should consider using Elementor Page Builder. Right, for traffic to check the performance of the site, you can use WP Statistics. Alright, for adding adverts, you can consider AdSata or Quick Access. So for externally, some things you need to do on the website to make it SEO friendly, to it's a form of offsite SEO setup. You need to sign up on Google Search Console. You can also sign up on Bing Search Console, but most importantly, you need to be on Google Search Console. Google Search Console, and then you verify the ownership of that particular website. If you are the one that will be maintaining that particular website, you need to verify your ownership using your Gmail, or if not, you need to use the Gmail of that particular client or the Gmail associated with that particular website. So when you verify your ownership, you'll be able to see how the website is also performing right on Google Search Console. You see where you need improvement, if there are errors, if there are 404 errors. You see the keywords that the website is ranking for, right? You see all of those in, in your Google Search Console. And then if you want to go in an advanced way, you can consider using Google Analytics. You can sign up on Google Analytics. There is a plugin for that. Sign up, then they give you the plugins to download if you are on WordPress. Google Analytics is way advanced and it's beyond the scope of this course. Right? So, guys, these are important or basic plugins you should have on any website you build. Right? Important or basic plugins you should have on any